What's the most mom and dad aren't home thing you've ever seen/experienced? Walking around my house naked. One time my parents were out and I thought they wouldn't be back for several hours, so I had a shower and was kinda just hanging out naked. Because I was like 15 and obviously always horny, I somehow ended up naked and masturbating in the living room. Anyhow, my parents got back much earlier than I expected, and as they walked in the door I ran to my room, but they both got a view of my naked ass running away, which was never really brought up, but the memory still haunts me to this day. As the mother of a 6-year-old boy, it's true. As soon as kids can reach their genitals, it's a never-ending struggle to keep their hands off them in public. My kid went through a phase of running into the room naked shouting, "Look, it's my penis." Followed by a phase of yelling at anyone who walked by his closed door while he was dressing for looking at him. Singing and attempting notes that should not be attempted. Try singing the last notes of the bells of Notre Dame. Was staying over at friend's house. Wake up to dude mowing the lawn, didn't think anything of it. Friend wakes up and sees it and says, "We don't have a guy mow the lawn." Guy finishes and comes to door asking for money, doesn't speak any English. Some random dude just mowed the lawn and wanted money for it, like the stereotype homeless jumping on your windshield. Back in the very early 80s, my sister and I were latchkey kids. My dad often had to travel for work. He always had a beard. One day he had gotten back from a trip early in the afternoon and had a friend drop him at the house. During his trip he decided to trim off his beard. My sister and I were both home after school and he knocked on the front door. He never took his keys with him for some reason. My sister and I wouldn't let him in the house because we didn't recognize him, even though he tried to convince us he was our dad. So he basically had to sit on the front porch until our mom got home from work. He actually wasn't mad at all, and we laughed about it for years. Went to a friend's place. His dad was a deacon. About a dozen of us huddled in a room passing a bottle of stolen sacramental wine, wincing with every sip. Oh, to be a dumbass teenager again. We had a mate throw a huge party one Easter when his parents went away. Problem was, we were 16 and underage, liquor stores were closed for Easter, NZ law, and we made it an open invite party in a bad area. A lot of people showed up and the place got robbed clean of over $30K worth of stuff. Will never forget calling my mum and stepdad to pick me up at 11 p.m. and driving past the influx of cop cars coming down the road with a guy running away pushing the barbecue up a hill. Guy got in a lot of trouble. They luckily caught one of the guys, so insurance paid up. I smoked weed with my friends and duct taped my 6-year-old cousin to the wall. He loved it. Many moons ago when I was a freshman in high school, my friend and I had a brilliant idea of getting drunk before basketball practice. We went to my house because both of my parents were working. For some reason we got a blender and we were blending and downing screwdrivers. We were smashed and left the house and started walking to practice. It was snowing out and a neighborhood kid jokingly threw a snowball at me. It hit me right in the neck. The cold snow, and fact that I was super drunk, threw me into like a shock. I fell over and the first thing to hit was my head off of the curb. I woke up a full 24 hours later with my dad standing over me in the hospital. For me it was listening to loud music and playing video games on the big TV. I never threw parties because I was afraid people would trash the house. Mom wasn't home, so me being a 5-year-old with access to a peanut butter jar and spoons managed to eat half a jar of peanut butter sitting in the kitchen floor. Parents left for a New Year party. I filled my nacho hat with Oreos and milk. I thought it was a great idea. Next minute I was pantsless on New Year's, and thus starting a tradition I am happy with now. When I was a kid, my friend Juan and I liked to make parachutes for our action figures out of plastic grocery bags. One day we got to thinking, what if we get a bigger bag and use them as parachutes for us as we jumped off the roof? My parents weren't home, so we went up to the attic and out a window onto the roof. Thankfully my dad had forgotten something and came back to see us both on the roof about to do something very stupid. I'm so glad he showed up because obviously our plan would not have worked and we both could have gotten seriously injured. My parents have a caravan on a camping near the coast. They go there every weekend in early summer. From age 16-ish, I didn't have to go with them anymore and was trusted to stay home for the weekend. I'd have friends over every Saturday to drink beer, smoke weed, watch movies, etc. The first time I ended up in the bathtub with two girls and a lot of water spilled out under the laminate floors in the hall. We had to raise it up a bit so it could dry, otherwise we always left the house tidy. Good times. Not exactly not home. 7-year-old me, and 7-year-old neighbor girl. She has a Wendy house asterisk set up in her front room. In this house, a thin nylon tent, we assumed we would be able to play you show me yours and I will show you mine because mama couldn't fit into it. We soon found that she didn't need to fit into it, if she could turn it upside down and hit us through the thin material walls. My older brother, unintentionally, ran over my younger brother with a tractor. Younger one sat on the attached second chair on the side of the cockpit. Older one drove very fast and the tractor hopped and younger one couldn't hold on and slipped under the tire. Older one didn't get hell because he was shocked and crying about running him over. Younger one turned out fine, well, just as retarded as the older one. Well, my high school girlfriend came over for a sleepover. We played games, listened to music, watched a movie, knocked some boots. And then I woke up early the next morning before she did to make banana pancakes, and then woke her up to breakfast with Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnson playing in the background. So does domestic bliss count as a mom and dad aren't home thing? My brother had a party one night when my dad was away. We were young, maybe 15-16. I didn't drink and didn't really like his mates, so I locked myself in my dad's room and went to sleep. Got up the next day and there was an alive chicken just roaming the house. I don't to this day understand where they got it. I was homeschooled and when they were gone I'd read World Book Encyclopedia to learn about sex because my ultra-conservative family never taught me anything. We weren't even allowed to say the word sex, and I was bathed in swim trunks as a kid. I'm surprised I am not a serial killer. My older brother pushed me through the door, because we were fighting over who got to put his food in the microwave first. Ah yes, spoiled cringe. I was at a friend's house. Her family is very Catholic and conservative, only the parents, in fact, the children are way more open, so the fact that I was alone with her seemed like a trouble for her parents. I am a boy. After some time, one of her little sister came with her boyfriend. They went straight in her bedroom and well, they f***ed. About 30 minutes later, they come back in the living room, where I was still chatting with my friend. The boyfriend goes out and my friend's sister comes chat with us, and we casually speak about what happened with many details. About an hour later the parents are back and the discussion immediately switches to what's happening at school, and the plans for that Sunday's mass. I still laugh about it when I remember it. I filled pitchers full of ice water and climbed up on the roof, and anytime a person would come over to solicit I would pour the water on them. I got some salesmen but mostly I got Mormons and JW. My dad was mystified as to why these people that had been plaguing us for years stopped coming over a matter of days. My friend with benefits calling me saying that she was at home alone. It was 10 p.m. and my parents were unhappy to say the least. When I told them what we were doing, they actually accepted it and were quite cool about it. Used to have house parties all the time, but it was a known not talked about thing. If they came back and the house was in the condition they left it in, they would ignore the cans. Recycling was rather full. The one time it wasn't, chair broke, annoyingly entirely an accident and not a dickhead guest, there was hell to pay. Deodorant flamethrower, got some laughs out of my scared little brother. He wasn't hurt or in danger in any way, just really scared. When I was 9 I went over to a new friend's house when his mom left. He grabbed a kitchen knife and chased me around the dining room table for about 20 minutes, laughing maniacally. He eventually put the knife away and his mom came back. We had dinner. Never went back there again. During a break in our D&D game at my house I was upstairs violently fucking my DM cause he was apparently super horny. He had a hard time sitting down afterwards and I officially ascended as a bard. Conclusion: ascend to bardic godhood by fucking your twink DM in the S. Actually doing work for once without getting yelled at. I'm the type of person that is okay doing chores, cleaning, cooking, laundry, and etc., but I hate it when my folks yell at me for not doing it fast enough. So, whenever they are gone and leave the chores for me, I just feel relaxed and calm, and I do get everything done before they come back. So, it's nice being home alone sometimes. Sister had a food fight with her friends when we were young. Me and my late bro just stood there and watched my idiot sister and her friends stain up the walls and ceilings and each other. To this day, 25 years later, the stains are still up in parts of the ceiling. Not my mum and dad, but last year I was babysitting a young toddler who usually goes to bed before I arrive, and I just observe on the monitor, and therefore it gets boring as fuck. So one night I decide to invite the guy I'm speaking to at the time over. I know the drill, the parents text me before they leave, so I'd kick him out when I get the text. Ringer is on, volume up. Me and this guy are snogging on their sofa. The doorbell goes. It's the parents. They've seen us through the windows. Thanks for watching. Go comment below if you want a part 2. Like and subscribe if you like our content. It helps with the YouTube algorithm.